anymore. It's cocktail time. It's cocktail time. Okay, I'm taking it too far. So the holidays are upon us. Maybe after that lovely dinner, maybe a nice espresso, maybe some port. How about both? That's what we're gonna do for this episode of Mix It. Hi everyone, I'm Julia Carely. We're gonna do a nice espresso, port, vanilla mashup. I don't know what to call these drinks. I just make them. The last episode of Mix It, the apple spiced cozy cocktail, I got so many great suggestions. Diane on Facebook called it the Autumn Hayride. Danielle on Facebook actually made it, looked great. Latoya on YouTube called it Jamaica Me Cozy. So keep the names coming, I absolutely love them. And so tell me in the comments what I should name this one, but let's get cooking, shall we? I was trying to think of all like the warmest, coziest, yummy ingredients. So the things I thought of: figs, vanilla bean, yes, a little orange zest, and of course espresso. So we're gonna combine all of that into one simple syrup. Remember, simple syrup usually starts with that 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water. So we're gonna start with a cup of our sugar, a cup of water. Get that sugar to dissolve. Then we could add all the other good stuff. We're gonna make some espresso, double shot. Let's start adding our first shot of espresso. What's better than one shot of espresso? 2 shots of espresso. Add figs, about a cup of those. We're gonna add our split vanilla bean. There we go. Throw that in there. This is our second shot of espresso. And to round it all out, orange zest. Give it a stir. We're gonna let all those flavors combine for about 10-15 minutes. And once it's done, then we will take it off the heat. Figgy simple syrup, it's done. You know what it means. Time for the cocktail. I'm not singing it again. You only get it at the top of the episode. I'm not singing it again. All right, we're gonna grab our mixing glass because here's a little trick of the trade for you. Brown spirits should not be shaken, they should be stirred. And in this, we're using a little touch of bourbon. Henceforth, we stir. So, speaking of bourbon, let's grab it. We're gonna add 1 ounce of our bourbon. So we're gonna use 1.5 ounces of port. Now I chose a tawny port. This one is gonna be aged in wooden barrels, so you get that sort of oaky, toasty flavor. It has that really warm, rich flavor, little notes of dried fruit and raisin, and a little hint of hazelnut. So I'm super into it. Also, another fun fact, I have been trying to come up with a port cocktail for like well over a decade. Hit that nail on the head. I'm super excited. What else do we need? Oh, a little bit of orange liqueur. Now just a little touch because I just wanted to tie it in to that orange zest that we put in our simple syrup earlier. So we're just gonna do 1/4 ounce of our orange liqueur. And then of course, our simple syrup. We're gonna do 1/2 ounce. A little goes a long way. Look at that color. Now we're going to add some ice. Give this baby a stir. Not too much, we don't want the ice to dissolve much. That's the difference between stirring and shaking. So we're gonna take our glass, like a nice rocks glass or bucket glass. I happen to have a little bottle of coffee liqueur. If you already have it, awesome. If you don't, you can skip this part. I'm going to do what's called a rinse. So just add a little touch to your glass, and then you're going to rinse the inside, if you will. Just sort of turn it around and you'll let it coat the glass. I did this because we have that espresso in our simple syrup, and I just, again, like we did with that orange liqueur, those notes sort of tie in. Careful not to spill it. All right, so you have that little bit of that brown coffee liqueur. We're gonna take the rest, we're gonna just give it a dump. Then also inside of our glass, I have a little store-bought balsamic reduction, and we're gonna drizzle that all around the inside of the glass. That's gonna give it a little acidity. It's going to give it a little like bite and a little vinegar. Next up, we need a cube. We're gonna use a big cube for this. Going to pour our drink right over that cube. And then we're going to garnish. Take one of those dried figs, give it a little slice, grab a stabby, put that in our glass. Grab another small zest of our orange. Give that a little expression. And then last but not least, 3 espresso beans. Past, present, future. And here we go, your perfect after dinner drink. So let's give this a sip. I did it. I made a port cocktail that I absolutely love. It is so warm and cozy and inviting. All the notes of the espresso come through, but it's not too much because we have that fig and the vanilla, and of course that bourbon and the port, which really rounds everything out, makes it extra warm and toasty inside. Oh, cheers everyone. I'm so happy about this.